Hey athletes, in this video we're going to be covering our medial side plank. Now every side plank up until now is what we've considered a lateral side plank. So if I was to lie on the ground, elbow down, I have supported all that work through the obliques and the lateral component of my bottom leg. In this scenario, we are still emphasizing the obliques control, but instead of the work being here, it is now going to be here. Let me demonstrate. You're going to bring yourself onto the floor. Now the important thing is you're going to need a bench that is roughly sort of knee or shin height, and you're going to need a space where you can slide your legs in. You need something where you can get the leg on top. So from this position, you're going to set up in a side plank as you normally would. So elbow underneath the shoulder, spine in alignment. Now from here, I'm going to take the top leg and place it on the bench. Now the first thing you'll notice is that I started with my knee at the bench, not my foot. We'll come back to that in a moment. So in this scenario, I have my knee on the bench. Now what I'm going to look to do is to get myself into my traditional side plank position first. So I will use the bottom leg to set myself up. And once I have that, I am going to lift the bottom leg off the ground. So from here, you can see that I'm still using the obliques, but I am no longer using this leg to anchor to the ground. I'm using the groin muscles on the top leg to support this action. So, why are we doing this? When you're out on the field, when you're cutting, when you're jumping, when you're moving at explosive speeds, it is not always going to be the musculature on one side that helps stabilize, decelerate, or reaccelerate. Sometimes you're going to have multi-level coordination that you need to be prepared for. This is also an excellent anti-injury or injury prevention based exercise because you are now asking for a very significant local load along the groin. For most individuals, this is going to feel extremely unique right off the bat. It's going to feel weird and you're going to feel a lot happening from the groin because it hasn't been trained very much. Once it starts to get easier, you are going to move further down the leg. So what I mean by that is, as we explained, you're starting with a knee point of support. But as I get stronger, I'm going to move further down. And when, let's say theoretically, I only have my foot supporting me, the lever, the length of that tension is much greater. So it's now going to radiate much further down that leg. Very similar to what we did before with a knee-based side plank to a full side plank. So in this scenario, adjusting by centimeters is going to be more than enough. And in your program, you should probably note that I'm 5 centimeters below the knee, or 7 fingers below the knee, whatever it happens to be. But same idea, set to that position, anchor, support, and lift. The last thing, make sure the body doesn't roll, keep everything stacked.